My mother was raised in Puerto Rico, and I love talking to her because anytime she forgets a word in English, I get to go on a little journey with her to find it. I was on the phone with her the other day, and this is what she told me. She was like, I went to Walmart, and I saw this chair, and it was like a chair, but with no bones. Tú sabes. And I'm like, okay, a chair with no bones. She's like, see, it's like a boneless chair. You sit on it, you go, squish. A beanbag chair? A bean chair? That sounds wrong. No. My mother's first language is Spanish, so sometimes when I talk to her in English, she'll forget a word or two, but not a problem. She'll just create new words. Words no one else was brave enough to use. She took my little cousins to the mall once, and this is what she told me when she got back. She was like, it was so cute. I took the kids on one of those, El Horse Tornado or whatever. You know what it is. I'm sorry. El Horse Tornado? I'm gonna need you to elaborate. And she was like, you know what I'm talking about. You put that attitude down, you put it down. I was like, okay, putting it down. Sorry. She said, don't try me. I'll kick your ass. And I was like, you don't need to kick my ass. Just put me in a horse tornado. I'll be terrified. You think you're funny? Mom, how would you act if someone said that to you in Spanish? Tornado de caballos. That sounds horrifying. She was like, okay, that's pretty funny. Merry-go-round, by the way. It was a merry-go-round. Talking to my mom is like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube. Like, I think I can figure it out, but it's gonna take me a minute. Like, I remember growing up, she just bust open my door once, looked at me, and went, where is the grass fucker? I'm like, I don't know what you're asking me. Where's the grass and I'm the fucker? Or where's the grass fucker as in one word? Do you mean the gardener? Are you calling the gardener that? Because you should stop if you've been doing that. She's like, no, it's an item. It goes, raka-taka-taka-taka. Where is it? Weed whacker? Are you looking for the weed whacker? Yes. The neighbor has it. Why would I have it? I'm 16. I'm just trying to figure out if I'm gay or not. Spoiler alert. Why would I be messing with your gardening supplies? Okay. Go get it. I guess I'll go get you the weed whacker. As some of you know, when my mother forgets a word, she's the queen of coming up with new words that aren't bound by the laws of English. And usually they're fun, but sometimes they're terrifying. I was like 16 when this happened, but she ran in from the backyard, kind of panicked, and was like, you need to be careful when you're out there. I just saw one of those, you know, like a spider lobster. And I was like, I was trying to do my homework, but you saw what? Spider lobster. I forgot what it's called. I was like, I'm gonna need you to think harder because I can't sleep with a spider lobster outside. It's gonna get me. And she's like, okay, picture like a crab who's just like a total asshole. So I was like, okay, I could take on asshole crab 1v1, but spider lobster, that'll beat me in the cage match. And I think it'll drag me to hell after. And then I visualized a spider lobster in my head, and I was like, Mom, do you mean a scorpion? Because scorpion in Spanish is just escorpión. And she's like, oh shit, you're right, it's the same word. I was like, yeah, wait, we have scorpions? When my mom forgets a word, she is the queen of coming up with new words on the spot that are just insane. And this talent she has a holiday edition. A few Christmases ago, I was sitting in her living room, and she just turns to me and she goes, do you know where the Christmas hookers went? Where'd they go? Or I didn't know they were migrating. If I had to guess, they're probably at the corner behind Santa's workshop. I don't want no holiday ladies of the night, you know that. I don't want no sexy elves. You don't want any Santa's little helpers? No. I need them for decoration. Mom, come on. They're people. Don't talk about them like that. Ay, mira. I just want to have a good Christmas for once, for Jesus. Ah, yes. Jesus, Mary, Joseph. They're 3 wise men and they're Christmas hookers. Hey, it gets lonely in the desert, okay? Now, do you know where they are or not? Well, if you mean the ornament hooks, they're in that box. When my mother forgets a word, she is the queen of coming up with new words. Words the world isn't ready for. I was talking to her on the phone the other day, and she said this. Remember when you were in that music class, and they had you playing the little, El ring-a-ding-ding ese? El ring-a-ding-ding? Really, Frank Sinatra? I ain't never played no ring-a-ding-ding, she was like, what? It was little, and you would hit it, and it would go like, bling. I think they gave it to you so you felt like you were participating, 'cause you sucked. Why am I getting my feelings hurt for, like, no reason? What did the instrument look like, Mom? It looked like a triangle. Are you messing with me? What? Yes. It was the triangle, if you're having trouble keeping up. When my mother forgets a word, she is the queen of coming up with new words. Words no one else was brave enough to use. And she likes to bring out her worst words when we're in public. We were out to dinner a few years ago, and she said this. Do you think they sell Grab-a-puss here? I really, really hope not. You can't say stuff like that. What? Oh, I guess that does sound pretty bad. But no, I mean the fish. Do you think they have it? No, I don't think they have Grab-a-puss. I think they have burgers. You know, when you say it like that, it kind of sounds like our last president. Yeah, it does. Okay, so it's a fish. Can I get any more hints? Well, it grabs a bunch. I don't know what better hint I can give you. A fish that grabs a bunch. If it's an octopus, I'm walking home. I think you're walking home. But you can't tell me that Grab-a-puss isn't a better word for an octopus. When my mother forgets a word, she is the queen of coming up with new words. Words ain't nobody got time for. She told me the other day that she found this new show she loves, and I asked what I thought was a simple question. What's the show? And she's just on the phone like, I think it's called The World's Gonna Blow Up. And I'm on the other end of the phone like, that's not a fucking show. I thought this was gonna be a normal conversation, but she snuck this on me. And I'm like, okay, maybe you saw this on Telemundo. Like, is it actually called El Mundo Va a Explotar? Starring Will Smith. Sorry, Guillermo Smith. And I swear, sometimes when she's messing with me, she'll lose her accent completely. She'll be like, the show is produced by CBS. She sounds like Siri. I enjoy it quite because of the discourse on quantum physics. And I'm just like, I don't want to play anymore. She goes, mira. Bazinga. The Big Bang Theory? Don't call me anymore. I enjoy drinking, but I don't think I'm the greatest friend to drink with, because I'm the kind of person that doesn't show signs that they're drunk, so people trust me. I'm not like out committing crimes or anything, but what'll happen is drunk people at parties will look to me to be the voice of reason, because I look sober, but I'm just as drunk as they are, and now I have authority. My roommates came up to me at a pool party once, and they were looking for the beer funnel, and they were like, we've lost the ability to bend over without puking, so you gotta get it. So with confidence, I'm just like, I got the beer funnel right here, and I hand them a huge pool noodle. And they're just confused. They're like, this isn't a beer funnel, this is a pool noodle, and I'm like, what's in a name, bro? A beer funnel by any other name will still get you fucked up. And with that, you're safe from drowning. I think when I'm at my worst is when people are like, should I send this text to my ex? And I'm like, no. You should send it to his dad. So he knows you're mature. I would get my karma in the mornings when I was hungover and people would be yelling at me. I woke up in the pool. Yeah, but you floated, didn't you? When my wife and I first started dating, we were in a long-distance relationship. And my mother would roast me about that all of the time. Since I was always on my phone, my mom would be like, honey, you look like you're dating your iPhone 5. At least date a 7, you broke bitch. Are you even sure you have the right number? And I was like, yes, Mom, I'm pretty sure I've been talking to my girlfriend. She was like, okay, but I changed that number to 877 cash now like 3 weeks ago, and you didn't even notice. Mom, I don't have the brain space for this right now. I really don't. She went, okay, I can prove it. Does she tell you all the time that she loves you? I'm like, okay, I'll play along. Yes, she does. Does she tell you she wants to come see you? Uh-huh. Does she tell you she has a structured settlement and she needs cash now? I'm moving out. I'm gone. If we make it into old age, we are going to be menaces. So this is what I imagine it's going to be like for the nurses who try to get a job at our future retirement home. They're going to come in and the boss is going to be like, okay, here's your first question. 4 residents say they have a basketball game tomorrow. What do? The nurse will be like, well, I would check their schedule and I would make sure they're safe at the court. Wrong. None of the residents have a basketball game tomorrow. We don't know why they keep saying that. Next question. It's laundry day, but the only soap you see in the laundry room is Tide Pods. What do? Well, you break out the Tide Pods and you get to washing. You break out the Tide Pods? What, do you want people to die? Last question. You have 2 residents. One of them parts their hair down the middle. The other one parts it on the side. But you see on their chart that they have to be roommates. What do? I think I'm going to work at Chili's. I think that's what I'm going to do instead. Most days I wake up, I have about the same amount of energy as like a wet taco. And I don't know what to do about it anymore. Because I get the 8 hours of recommended sleep. I wake up at my best. And I still feel soggy, like in my heart. I wish the more I slept, the more like energy I could build up. And I know you're like, that's how sleep works. But not really. Because right now, you sleep for 8 hours. You wake up at 100%. You sleep for 12 hours, you're going to feel the same, maybe worse. This is what I want. I want to sleep for a week, wake up at 2,000% capacity. If I sleep for a week, I want to be able to wake up to new colors. I'm sick of magenta. It's a useless color. I haven't seen a new color since I was 1. After sleeping for a week, I want to jump higher, run faster. I want to walk to a middle school where they're doing the pacer test and just kick everybody's ass. It's like round 50 of the pacer test, and it's just like Kyle and me, neck to neck. I want Kyle energy. Have you ever seen a tired Kyle? Never.